What is up, guys? It is 11:30 at night right now. I've listed an obnoxious amount of parts on eBay in the last couple of days. Like, an obnoxious amount. Also, I don't know why my tripod's kind of an asshole sometimes. Sometimes it's free moving and sometimes it's not. But whatever. But we are making dual exhaust tips for my RX8, which you guys haven't even seen yet, and they're going to be hearts. So, dual hearts, they're going to be on the center. Right now I'm just making the exhaust tips, and we'll make the exhaust in another video, but let's get to it. Alright, so what I have here is a 2-foot by 4-foot piece of 18 gauge sheet metal, mild steel. I didn't want to use stainless because my Bailey sheet metal brake doesn't do very thick stainless. It does up to like 030, which would be really thin. Kind of a pain in the ass to weld. So I'm going to use this, cut it down the middle, and then make the tips probably about 18 inches long. And how I found out the width I need to make the heart shape is I used a piece of wire. Like, I have a stainless TIG welding wire right here. And basically you can just kind of bend it. Right here is a foot. I already did it, but yeah, basically you can bend it into shape. TIG welding wire works, solid core like house electrical wiring works, almost anything really. So yeah, this is a bit more of a pain than the house wiring, but you'll get the idea. And boom, a little something like that. Super rough. It's super rough with this. This stuff's a lot stiffer than the other stuff I used. But yep, you can kind of get the idea of the heart shape and the size right about there. So I'm going to cut it lengthwise, and then I will cut it widthwise, and we can get started on that. So this will be the length. That's how far into the car they'll go. And then this will be my material to work with to make the hearts. Wait. Oh, marked it wrong. Marked it on the wrong side. Go do that. Measure twice, cut once. Alright, so right here is one of my sheets cut and marked. So I marked it right there, which is about 1/4 inch from the edge. And then right here is in the exact middle. So this piece and this piece are the same. And basically the reasoning for that is this will be a slight overlap on the bottom of the heart. And then each of these would be the side of the heart, and it'll meet at the bottom of the heart and have a whole weld there, and I'll probably clean the weld up. I did the overlap just to make it easier to weld. You don't have to, but I would definitely recommend it. Then I did some calculations, and we're going to need a piece of pipe that I can put in my sheet metal brake that is 2.25, 2.3 inch diameter, and then we will bend around that, and it should give us a perfect heart. Then we start folding it on the Bailey sheet metal brake, and it's a giant pain in the ass, just because I'm not totally sure how to work with radiuses on here yet. So once I figure that out, it'll probably be a little easier. But for now, we are using this piece of thick wall 1 5/8 tubing with another piece of thing inside of it. It just gives more metal to clamp it down to. It should be a slightly larger radius, but it's what I got, so I'm kind of working it around and moving it, and it's doing the job so far. Almost there. Alright, so it took a little bit of hand shaping, but I got it together. It's pretty good, pretty symmetrical. It's going to be really hard to replicate, but whatever. maybe I'll just do a single. I don't know. So now if you see inside of there, let's see if it wants to do that. If you see inside of there how that lip isn't flat, so what I can do is put this here and shove this thing through there. I'm gonna put that on the lip, hit the pedal, and boop, the magnetic force clamps them together. And now it's nice and flat. So now I can weld down this whole thing, and I may just leave it a bare weld. I may clean it up. I'll just kind of see how it looks with a weld there, but it is on the bottom, so it won't really be visible. Boom. It's a very flat weld, so I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. And so that's it for number 1. It's really hot on the bottom. But now to make a second one, and then to make an adapter. All right, so now with the full thing welded, I need to start adapting it to circle exhaust pipe. So the first thing I did, I welded in this piece right there, which you can kind of see, maybe. If I'll help it focus. Nope. Okay, but whatever. Yeah, welded that piece in before I put this tube on, and now I am working on this, and this one, and this one. And obviously it's so the exhaust doesn't leak past there, and it actually does its job. For that, I'm just using the same 18 gauge sheet metal, mild steel. This is stainless to go to my stainless exhaust. But I'm just cutting it with some tin snips. These Milwaukee ones right here, great. Cutting them, making them fit, TIG welding them in, using, from mild to mild, I'm using my standard, I think 70S2 mild steel rod. Then from mild to stainless, right here, I'm using the 309 stainless rod. Both of them are 045. Just if you're TIG welding, it's always help. But yeah, TIG welding them up, and then it'll be good. All right, so as I hope you could tell, I only made a single, but here is the finished product. These welds are a little icky, but some of them were a little tough. And there it is on the car. It'll be sitting about basically just like that, I think. So I think it looks pretty hot. I'm very hyped on it. These are available now on our website. A little bit bigger than this, so we can do a better adapter there. But hit us up if you want one, or if you want a custom shape, we can handle that for you too. And thanks for watching.